Hey guys, I'm KVSG, aka Manal here. How's everyone doing? It's been a while since I checked in. I'm coming to all of you with my week 26 and basically my 6 month update from vertical sleeve gastrectomy, which I had back on September 15th, 2016, out in Huntington Beach, California, with Dr. Faze and Dr. Rim out there. Um, my highest weight was 260 pounds, recorded in August of 2016. My surgery day weight was 254, and today I am 207.8. Officially on my 6 month day, I believe I was 209.4, and same with my weigh in day, which was Thursday. Um, but as I always say, my body knows the day I'm weighing in, so it conspires to weigh heavier than it does in other days. So, like the day after weighing in for the week, I was down to 207.8. So, which actually makes for a loss from the previous week of like 1.4, roughly, which is great for me because I think I was stalling for about 3 or 4 weeks before that, around like 209.8 for a while. So I was really happy to be the hell out of there. Um, I had checked in, I think in my last video, I wanted to check in with my doctor because my weight loss had been really stalling a lot, and like I would lose for a couple weeks and then like stall for like 3 or 4 weeks, and I was like, I am done with this. So I talked to her, and she said that she confirmed that I am losing a little bit slower than other people. However, it's not like to an alarming extent. She's like, I do wish you had lost about 10 pounds more overall, but it's not something that I'm like, oh, maybe your sleeve is not, um, small enough or whatever. She's like, it's not worth going in for like, for to bring in the operatives, basically. So I'm like, okay, that made me feel a little bit better. And then also I was telling her I can easily eat like 1,200 calories a day, and she was really shocked that I could fit that much. And I was like, oh, I really like that's actually wicked easy for me. Like it's pretty easy to eat more than that, um, which obviously is a little bit scary, but and so she told me that she wants me to focus on being around 1,000 again, which I have to admit is like has been a little bit of a challenge, but it's not that big of a deal because like you kind of get in the habit of eating certain foods, and so now I'm trying to like work around them, which is not bad. And another part of why I think in the last, so my month 6, I lost literally, you guys, I lost 3 pounds, which is like what? Like that's shockingly low. But when I think about it, I started a new job this month, and like my eating habits completely shifted. And like previously when I worked, like I haven't been working since I had surgery until this last like 5 weeks or whatever. And I used to eat out so much when I worked. And I think that I was just so afraid that I would start doing that again that I like made so much diligent effort not to. And I would bring things from home. Like I bought snacks, I have like I have my veggie sticks, and I have my 100-calorie popcorn, and I have peanut butter, and I have my protein shakes, and I have like all this stuff that I would bring with me to work. But by the middle of the day, I was like completely crashing. Like I could feel myself like, you know, um, just like, tearing down in a sense. And like my focus was just really bad. Anyways, and so I've been bringing more food from home, and like I've been bringing my lunch for the last week, and like the change is like phenomenal. And I'm bringing like high protein foods, um, that are really filling in addition to my snacks. So I'm definitely eating a lot more during the day. And this week I lost weight. So I'm wondering if like that's part of the reason. And I mean, that was not eating enough and then eating at night was always one of my problems with weight loss, because I think it just would slow my metabolism down too much, because I already like naturally have a really slow metabolism. And so in the past, like even pre-surgery, like if I ever had success with weight loss, it's because I was eating multiple times through the day. And I know this, and I don't know why I just like lost sight of it. But back on track, and oh, sorry, back on track, and um, I feel like this is the right way to go. And so, I'm really optimistic. Like now that I'm at 207.8, I'm like I feel like Wonderland is within my grips, and I'm like so close to it. So. I really hope that in the next month or two I can really just hit it, um, and get out of the 200s, y'all. Hey. Um, which I can't wait. That would be amazing. It's been a long time. Even this weight, like the mid 200 range, I haven't seen since maybe in the like 7 or 8 years or so. I'm 31, so it was probably like I remember for my 25th birthday being around this weight, or maybe a little bit lower. So it feels really good. It feels really good. Like people in my life are really starting to notice. For a long time, no one really could tell, and I was like, womp womp. But now, it's kind of like feels good. Not gonna lie. I feel like my narcissism list is like, or my like, thing is like beeping up a little bit, and I'm I don't know. I feel like vanity is a real struggle in a way. Not that I'm like, oh hey, look at me, but like it's just I think I think it's healthy to an extent because I spent so much time like not wanting to be seen and like hiding and like not enjoying like I've said before that I hated shopping, I hate all this stuff, and now all of a sudden I'm like, you know what, like I wasted a long time like looking pretty shitty and not like shitty, but like not caring much about how I looked. Like I would wear these like, these like scrubby ass clothes all the time, and now all of a sudden I'm like, no. Like, you know what? I really want to look nice. Like I have this urge to be like really put together and I don't know what it is, but I have to say I'm enjoying it, but I do feel a little vain sometimes. Like I'm not used to like feeling like, oh, like I want to look like this. Like I'm just not used to that for myself. And so I do feel a little vain. Like I'm not gonna lie. But you know what? Like I was telling my mom that, and then she's like, you know what? You spent many years like not feeling like that at all. She's like, it's okay to have a little dose of that. I'm like, I guess you're right. Um, and I've definitely seen other people talk about that as well. With that, like throughout the experience. So you know what? It's okay. I'll own it for now. Enjoy going shopping. I mean, I can go shopping. Like that in itself is insane to me. Um, and then like some of the other things I was thinking about upon hitting the 6 month mark, which by the way, like half a year has passed. Like what the hell? Like that's insane. It just kind of made me think of the future and how from now till the end of my 6 month, like I have a goal that I really want to hit 175. Like that's kind of like my pre-healthy range. Like I'd still be in like the quote unquote obese BMI. I mean, not that I care much about BMI as a number, but um, ultimately, like 175 is good, and then like my goal after that would be 160. But like for the end of the year, hopefully 175, which is only how many pounds away from that am I now? It's like 32 pounds or so away from where I am, which I'm hoping is really feasible from now to 6 months from now. And plus, like, I don't think I'll ever be a girl that is really thin. Um, like, in the 125s or 30s or even like maybe the 40s would be good, but I'm just like not thinking about that quite yet. It's just because of the way I carry weight, like in my like hips and thighs um, and so I always weigh more than I look like I weigh in a sense. And so I think if I was in the 120s, I would just be like way, way, way too thin. So I'm okay looking at 160 for now. So yeah, so that's one thing I've been thinking about, and then definitely like increasing my gym activities. Um, that was another thing that kind of fell off once I started working because I had really been in my rhythm 3 or 4 times a week, and then since working happened, it's like quite an adjustment and like it's like the normal stuff. And so I went back this week. I had been going on the weekends, but then last week I didn't go at all. And then I went yesterday, and I'm going to go today in a couple hours. Um, so, like, those are things I really want to kick up a little bit to make sure that I don't, you know, that I can really tone up now and, like, really start focusing on that more than I have been. And then the other thing I really was thinking about was it's incredible to me how differently I perceive weight. Like to me, for all this time, my weight was this like shameful marker. You know what I mean? Like, oh, I'm 260 or I'm 250 or I'm this or that. And like, I never would want to tell anyone. It was this terrible secret. Like, there was this shame, like this code of shame. And I realize now that this surgery has really given me the ability to be liberated from that. Um, Obviously, we all have kind of like a scale, or many of us have kind of like a scale addiction, being tied to that number, and like our success or failure is tied on whether those seconds where we step on there, is it higher or lower, or has it not changed? I mean, I'm definitely like, I fall to that, no doubt, but I notice that I like talk about my number a lot more without saying like, it no longer feels like it defines me, you know? And I think that's something I'm so happy about. Like, I know now it's something that I can manipulate. It no longer feels like it owns me. This like stamp of dishonor in a sense. Like, I feel like my weight is anything else that I can manipulate and I can control. It has given me back control of that piece of myself, which was really controlling me for so long. And there are weeks that it won't cooperate, and there are weeks that it's um, higher or lower or whatever. But at the end of the day, it's I control it, and it doesn't define who I am anymore. And like, if there's anything I could say I got out of the surgery, which was the best, it was that like feeling liberated from that is like indescribable, honestly. And I hope with time, like I still have quite a ways to go. So I'm hoping with time that will feel even more prominent than it does now. But yeah, so that's pretty much it for this week. I hope you guys are doing fantastic and staying warm. If you're on the East Coast, it's like effing freezing here still. But hopefully warmer days are ahead. So everyone have a great day, and I'll check in with y'all soon. Bye.